wondered what a 5-bedroom standalone villa looks like in one of Dubai's fastest growing communities? Well, let me show you. Everybody thinks that if you want luxury, space, and massive capital appreciation, that you need to buy in areas like Dubai Hills, District 1, but that's not the case. You need to be looking at areas like Arabian Ranches 3, where we're stood today. And this, where we're stood today, in Arabian Ranches 3, is one of the fastest growing communities in Dubai. I've specialized selling this community for many years now. And over that time, I've helped tons of homeowners move into their dream homes. And the investors who I've been working with, I've helped them make millions of dirhams of appreciation in this community alone in literally the last 12 to 24 months. And the best thing about it, there's still so much more growth to be made in this community, purely just by timing the market correctly. In this video, I'm gonna give you a full tour of this 5-bedroom standalone villa, the largest layout in the whole of Arabian Ranches 3 in the ready market. 5,500 square foot of built up area and 6,000 square foot of plot. Let's take a look. Let's start with the core of the property. It's 5 bedrooms in total. This property is the largest type in the whole of Arabian Ranches 3, 5,500 square foot of built up area. Let's go have a look at the first bedroom. Here on your left is your guest bedroom. Now, this is great for people who have elderly parents. This is something that people really look for when it comes to buying property in Dubai, especially for appreciation. It's all about who you can sell the property to at the end of the day. If you're an investor and you buy a property without a downstairs bedroom, then you're going to limit your market to the end users who want to pay a premium for this. So as you come into the bedroom downstairs, floor to ceiling glass windows, lets loads of daylight through, which is really nice. And quite a spacious area as well, considering it's a guest downstairs bedroom. The bedrooms all come with en-suites, which is great. Here, use your first ensuite for the bedroom. Shower, toilet, sink, everything you need there, and loads of storage. Now, as we enter into the living room, this is the largest living space in the whole of Arabian Ranches. The great thing about this living area is it's so spacious that you could pretty much renovate it in your own way and make it your own unique concept. The bifolding windows allowing you to enter into a large terrace space outside for outside dining and also inside dining. Here we have a second living area. Now, this living area would be preferred to be used as a dining area to keep the dining away from the main part of the property, more closed off, more secluded. And one thing that I'm even suggesting to my clients is knocking through this wall, because on the other side, we have the kitchen. Now, this is a closed kitchen. It's the more preferred type of kitchen, especially with a lot of Middle Eastern families. However, some families prefer an open style kitchen. Now, if you want to extend your kitchen out and you want to renovate it, because again, the best thing about these products is they're basic, they're standard, they're transferable, they're open for renovation. It's perfect. And you are allowed to do as much internal renovations as you like. Now, another aspect of this property is that the maid can access this kitchen directly from the garage. So that's great for maids and great for drivers to have their own private space where they can enter without coming through the main side of the property. And this is your garage entrance into the property, your garage space for dual parking to fit 2 cars. And here the maid and the driver can enter the property. This is your maid's room. So as you come through the garage, you take a left, you're here. Now, this is a fairly sized maid's room as well. You have a well-sized ensuite, you have a well-sized living, sleeping area, and you have obviously a massive window to let in fresh air, daylight. You'd be surprised how many maids' rooms in Dubai don't even have a window. So this is an added bonus for anybody. They have their own AC vent with their own AC control, so it doesn't affect the rest of the property. Just before we go upstairs, I'm going to show you the main storage area of the property. Very well-sized storage area. This is great to put in any of your kids who have been naughty, just lock them in here. Perfect space. You can throw a bed in the corner. It's absolutely brilliant. Now, on a serious note, you can fit a nice washing machine, dryer, ironing boards, all of your garbage, all of your Christmas presents, your Christmas trees, whatever you want to put in there, you shove it in. You don't know what to do with stuff? You throw it in the cupboard. Let me take you upstairs. Let's have a look. This is a really nice feature of the property. Nice large glass. That's one of my favorite things about this property. They're giving a lot of natural daylight. It's such a key aspect when families come to view the property that they see natural daylight. It makes the property look grander, bigger, and more expensive. Great for investors to make appreciation. Now, as we enter the first floor of this property, you have 4 bedrooms, 1, 2, 3, 4, including the master, and your downstairs is your 5th. And personally, what I'm hearing from families is that they would like to use this space as not a cinema room, but definitely an upstairs lounge, somewhere where you can sit off so that if the mom and dad want to sit downstairs and watch some TV. The kids can sit up here. You can have a nice couch. You can have an Xbox, PlayStation, whatever. You can have a sit-off area up here, and it's wide enough, spacious, perfect for the family. The feel of this property just feels spacious in all aspects. It's going to add massive value. As we enter the master bedroom, the first thing on your left is the walk-in wardrobe. Loads of closets, loads of space, and of course, your ensuite. You have your his and hers sink, so no fighting over the sinks when you're brushing your teeth. And here you have a really nice marble finish bath. Toilet with a door for some privacy, even though it's see-through, and shower. So really nice spacious bathroom there in the masters. Now this is the largest bedroom in the whole of Arabian Ranches 3 in the ready market. It beats all of the townhouse communities, the twin villas, everything. It's 7.6 meters by 4.2, and it brings that really spacious feel, something that we haven't saw in Arabian Ranches 3 yet. Really nice feature that they added in all of these bedrooms is the curtain cover. So to hide your curtains away, making the property look a lot more modern with a nice aesthetic feel. So we're here on the balcony of the master bedroom with a lovely view of the Central Park in Arabian Ranches 3. This is the biggest park that Arabian Ranches 3 has yet to offer, and it will be the main park accessible for all of the communities to use. This is only half of the park. You've still got a whole other section of the park. It's under construction, will be ready within the next 12 months. Here you got football pitches, cricket pitches, basketball, tennis, pretty much everything you could want in a central community park. And you got the view of it from your balcony. So you can sit here watching your kids play in the park from the comfort of your own home. There's not many places that you'll get that. Let me just quickly show you the other 3 bedrooms in the property. So here is your 3rd bedroom, window space, floor to ceiling, no balcony in this one, and of course an ensuite, which they all have. So as you come through the corridor, just before you enter up the 2nd floor, you have bedroom 4 and bedroom 5. Let's take a look in these bedrooms. Again, massively sized living space. This one doesn't have a balcony, but it does have a really big window, which you can open and have a lot of fresh air. Storage and an ensuite, of course. And this is the 5th and final bedroom. Again, another spacious bedroom with storage, and this one comes with a balcony. Here we can get a real clear understanding of the size of the plot of the property as well. Let's take a look at the garden space. Big enough to add your own pool in if you want to do that sort of renovation, which will also increase value if you're an investor. So you can extend this area up to that pillar, and you can still have a massive terrace, which makes sense. For people who are into the gym, not only is this going to be beneficial for home owners, it's going to be beneficial for investors who want to add value to this property. There is so much scope for renovation. There is so much scope for renovation in these properties. So if you're an investor who loves renovation and has a creative eye, you will see the scope that this property holds. With only putting in 70% equity and a 30% post-handover, the deal is phenomenal. You have so much terrace space on this top floor that you could literally extend this property up to here, closing this wall, and here, closing off this wall, still giving you a massive terrace space while also extending your gym area. If you don't want to put a gym in there, I would put an office in there. You could even do both. If you extend the area, you could do office and gym, but it makes a great use of this space that is effectively not used at the moment. So the Central Park is a park that all residents of Arabian Ranches 3 can use. Now, Kaya does have a more private park for only residents of Kaya, and we're going to have a look at that now. It also has a pool, a gym, and a community center. So this is the pool in Kaya. You have villas that back the community center directly. This is the gym, that is the community center. Has pretty much everything you need in a community. Park, pool, gym. You have a mosque walking distance away. But the best thing about Kaya's location is not that it's on the Central Park. It's not that it has a pool. It's the fact that it's literally opposite the souk, the major anchor of Arabian Ranches 3, where you can get coffees, restaurants, food, everything. Literally a stone throw away from the property that you're living in. So we've just exited the gate of Kaya, and directly in front of us, you can see the souk. So you could walk over there, or you could drive there. So we just exited Kaya here on our left, and as we turn right, it'll lead us directly into the Arabian Ranches 3 souk. In the Ranches 3 souk, you have pretty much everything that you would need for convenience. You have coffee shops, you have a nursery, you have restaurants, you have a Spinneys, the list goes on. You have dessert shops, you have Joe and the Juice. I could put a full list of everything that you could get in the souk. You have an alcohol store. So you're not just buying a villa in the middle of the desert, you're buying a lifestyle. You're buying into the community that Emaar offers. So today we have toured the 5-bedroom standalone villa in Arabian Ranches 3 developed by Emaar. Strong layout, the right location, high capital appreciation potential, and perfect for the end user. What you have just saw is capital appreciation potential. Now, if you want to walk through this property in person, or you just want access to similar stock before the prices go through the roof, then you need to click the first link in the description below and drop me a message on WhatsApp. I'll be happy to reach out and have a conversation. That is all for today, and I'll see you in the next video.